Um, okay, I apologize for that. Sort of weird beginning, but I'm still kind of getting used to this. If you didn't see the whole test stream from before, basically I'm going to do a drawing stream, a bit of an experiment. Which is a bit, yeah, it's a bit of an experiment. So like I have this, as you can see on the left, there's several sort of quests that I have, which are sort of things that I want to do or want to finish off. First off, you have the Monster Girl Challenge, so which I've done 11 out of 30 out of. So basically, the thing about that is you do one different Monster Girl each time. I was gonna do it daily, but I kind of broke that, broke habit on that, so that kind of sucks. The other one is this. Well, I can show the Monster Girl references later, but the other one was this pose book over here called Draw Amazing Manga Characters. I've been wanting to go through all of these poses and try my hand at each one of them because they're like tutorials. Look like this. It's it's pretty useful actually. But I've gotten through the first 5 chapters, but not to the last one. So exercises 63 to 6 to 81. Well, actually, I've done a little bit of the last part, but I did kind of quit early on ahead. I think I quit right at this point right here. Yeah, I did not do this one. I did do this one, however, the punching exercise, as you can see over here. I have that logged somewhere and I can show later if you're interested. Let me just, okay, let me just fix up the YouTube chat as usual. Pop out, copy, paste. There we go. There, that should be chat. So basically, I'll be going over one of the quests at a time. As you can see, I have quite a bit of quests still done, and for the next one was gonna be for the Monster Girl challenge. The next one was gonna be zombie, which I wanted to kind of do a. Well, I had two ideas. One idea was to do a kind of a collaboration piece between Saki Nikaido and Rotty Tops. The other idea was to sort of make a, as a joke, a philosophical zombie. If you know what that is, then good. But if you don't know what that is, it's basically someone that doesn't have a consciousness but acts exactly the same as a human. Kind of a follow up to the whole platonic succubus. Hold on, let me show the whole the stuff that I made so far. It's starting off here. We have slime. We have a harpy. We have a snake, my snake girl Ayako. We have Centauria, my beloved. We have over here an anglerfish girl. One of my favorite things to draw are anglerfish. Over here we have a spider girl. Over here we have Mandrake, Plant Girl, a little bit of a comic as well. Feel free to read that. And then over here a octopus girl, very Lovecraft influenced obviously. Then here we have a demon. Um, and then over here is a succubus, the platonic succubus I mentioned earlier, just because I thought that'd be a funny thing. So okay, and here we have the next prompt was true monsters, so that's this one over here. A bit of fan art of a game called Anomalous Coffee Machine. If you've never heard of that one, it's basically like a weird sort of half age game, half horror game where you can make a girl drink any sort of coffee and, well, some effects are just make her look horrendous in some way. So this is my attempt to give some fan art of that. And then over here we had what I was going to use for zombie, sort of symmetrical docking, I think you call it, of Rotty Tops and Saki Nikaido from Zombieland Saga. But I really got disappointed in these arms over here. So, okay, I can either kind of try again, or I can maybe do the philosophical zone. Well, I kind of want to finish this and then maybe do the philosophical zombie later as sort of a side note, because I don't really have a character for that yet. And I'm also kind of like getting a little tired of doing only original stuff, so I'm gonna try to do a this piece first. Of course, I'm not. I am gonna use cloves. I'm not an idiot because I do not want, the hammer of Susan to strike me down and all that shit. So I will give him cloves, but I do kind of want the anatomy to be done right first. So okay, let's grab my keyboard. Oh yeah, and the last thing that we also have is this book over here, how to draw clothing for manga, because I really want to know how to draw clothing more. Really, like, I think that's a weak point of mine and definitely something that I'd be interesting to like expand upon. And that one looks like this. There's like a lot of real life models, which is pretty interesting. They usually don't use real life models. Hold on, let me get another page. Like this or like that. No, like this. Like these things. I think that would be pretty useful anyway, to use real life references and to just in general know a bit more about it. But let's try this one first, just because it's already existing. And I might actually do a bit of the pose ref book as well, because let me go ahead and show a bit of how far I am with the pose ref book. That one I have a specific exercise book for as well. So like, I'm not gonna go through each one of them, but here's Toru. It's based on one of the AMC poses, like the maid cleaning pose. And I thought, oh hey, that would be fun if Toru was like in there. So yeah, I gave that one. This was a while ago. I think like a year at this point. Definitely a year. But like, yeah, here's a bit later on. This one turned out really well, I think. These are all just exercises from the book though, so like even this one is an exercise from the book. And then this one too, and then this one over here. This one was the last one I did quite a while ago. I used to have this thing where I used to mark the timestamps of how long I was working on it, but I don't think I need to do that anymore when I'm streaming these things. But okay. Oh yeah, and what I also tend to have is a protective sheet. So because okay, you can see this very much in the earlier cases, but there was an issue before. As you can see here, there's this shadow of what is on the other page. You can see it over here too. Like you can see the skirts of this character, and that's because if you like shut it down, they the carbon, it presses against the other sheet, and it gives this sort of leftover residue, which is not something that you want if you're drawing on each side. So this is why I have a protective sheet in each case, just so that I don't have to deal with that anymore. A protection sheet, if you will. But anyway, moving on. This is the attempt that I made on the kicking pose. I think I made it in roughly what must have been May, and ever since then I kind of quit, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. But I think hopefully maybe the streaming will be really useful for getting back into that habit and fulfilling these quests, so to speak. Yeah. I'll start with this one though, just as a warm up, and then maybe do the pose next. And then maybe go a bit through the clothing book, just as a little bit of a treat. Alright, so, yeah. Hold on, let me get some references for Roddy Tops and Saki Nikaido first. Um, turn off VC face. Hold on a bit, reference book. There's one for Saki. There's one for Roti. You can't see it, but it's on my screen, which I'm not like showing deliberately. I'm deliberately not showing my screen just because there isn't really anything on the screen that you need to see. It's just this drawing, this piece of paper. So I'll try to make it look like Roti Tops and Saki. Thinking maybe this one Roti, this one Saki. Sure. And well, of course I'll go with Saki's sort of biker outfit rather than her front choo-choo outfit, just because that one is more common of Saki. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, camera is a bit of a bitch too, so I'll probably have to move it like this. Let me just set that up. There we go. No, 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 no. No. This is still so annoying. Well, Hmm. I guess I'll have to put it up onto the computer on top of there and then kind of work on it. I'll turn off the fake gaze just so she doesn't keep looking up. Turn on the fake gaze, I mean. There we go. I apologize for that. Won't be able to see my eyes, but I will be turning that back on when I will be playing games. Might turn auto blink off though. Well, I'll put auto blink on just because I don't want the model to be looking constantly down, constantly closed eyes. So, all right. Let's try and make this one represent Saki from Zombieland Saga. She doesn't have that big tits actually, but you know, whatever. Artistic liberties and all that, you know. All right. Now for, I think my main problem here is faces, and then I think I think the head, the way the head attaches is kind of okay for this one, but not for this one. So I kind of let me just try to erase it a bit, just so I have a bit of a blank slate. And again, this I think left will be Roti, right will be Saki. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. I think Saki like mainly main motions are like smug and like a bit angry. So I think Saki would definitely be a bit smug here. Give her a bit of a grin. But before that, I want to kind of know like the face. Or you know what? No, I'm going about this all wrong. I should start with the head first. This is probably gonna look like trash though, but we'll see. Might be good to get it done anyway, even if it does look like trash. You know, learning experience and all. Right, now she has a little teeth like that. Damn, I am not a fan of how the like face looks. I feel like they should just look at one another. Look, this should look way more to the side. The point where like it's not even visible. Like the other eye should maybe not even be visible. I'll try. Go to the cat face. It's kind of hard to make emotions like that, but even if this looks like trash, let's just accept that it looks like trash. Yeah, let's just. Alright. kind of an angry eyebrow there. Saki, what defines her is definitely that she has sort of this hair, this big ass lock of hair always around her, and even her eye is visible through that. Yeah, like even in the anime, her other eye is visible through it. It's funny. So like yeah, but hey, yeah, even if it looks like shit, learning experience, right? Yeah, this looks alright, I think. Um, Her hair is like a big bun of things. Like she has a big look. Looks like it's not exactly a ponytail, but it's kind of like half ponytail, half sort of wrap. So kind of like not like that, but like this. And then I wanted to go over her back like that. I think maybe I'll also make Rati look at Saki like directly because that's a fun one. That gives a bit more dynamism rather than if they would look at the viewer. This arm looks like such shit, but we'll worry about that later, I guess. Um, and the head looks like shit too. I think. Okay, like maybe the problem is that I just looking at the 3/4 angle rather than the direct side angle, and I should make this character also look at a side angle rather than a direct 3/4 angle. So let's just check up on the ref on Rotty Tops. Put the face a bit more out there. Put the head a bit more out. Again, this might have ending looking like trash, but even something that looks like trash is better than just absolute nothing. Okay, Roti has a more... She has kind of a headband over her head. So let me just... Okay. And again, it's not visible. The Shantae art style in some cases is definitely more angular. In the Half Journey Hero art style, it is definitely more angular, so her... I'll go with that, because I think Half Genie Hero... Well, no, I don't think Half Genie Hero is my favorite art style. I think the one before that, not... I think Pirate's Curse, yeah, that one's my favorite one. So I'll try to emulate that one as much as I can. Just the face alone. There we go, that's the keyboard taken care of. Let me just allow me to rest my arms a bit. Alright. So Rati is... Since we're looking at the side, we would have view of her ear, which would be a bit more larger in typical Shantae art style. Her nose is more like... There aren't any side views of her in Half Genie Hero, unfortunately. It's just 3/4. Hell, everything in my ref sheet is 3/4. That's kind of... that's a bit of an issue, but hey, whatever. I'll try the cat face here too. And you can kind of consider this sort of a warm up, I guess. This is sort of a warm up. Maybe a bit softer chin. Yeah. But she's already like smiling. Maybe like Roddy can also be like smiling but a bit more. A bit more teasing rather than Saki's direct competitiveness in her face. So kind of like that. A little eye over here. These here are a bit flat, but again, it's because you have this headband over here. It goes into the hair like this. So it's like this, and then like that. And then like over here some things. I should maybe stream Half Genie. No, I've already played Half Genie Hero. I should stream Seven Sirens maybe one day. Maybe one day. I think that might be a special stream. I do like Shantae a lot. It's kind of like something special to me. Yeah. All right. So usually she just has this sort of top going on. So kind of like this, and kind of like five sort of like spikes. I don't know what I would call it. Not spikes, but like tattered clothing. Is what I mean. Yeah. And then here a bit of the armpit is visible. And here we have a bit of the breast visible. Again, a lot of this probably will look like trash, but who cares? I think maybe might be better to have them stand like this rather than like this though. Arms I also wanna try over again because it's so bad. I want the dynamism in the pose, you know. Legs. There we go. Now just this ugly ass arm. How do I draw arms? Yeah, that's a good question. How do I draw hands? Well, I guess I'll just have to try my best to mirror this. I really should like do some anatomy practice too on these streams at least. Maybe a bit more dynamism here, maybe? I don't know. And this looks so fucked. The arm looks so fucked. just looks so fucked. Okay, I'll try my best. I'll 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 try my best here. I'll try my best. Oh yeah, the skull should have a bit more over here. All right. Now Rati usually has a bit more like thinner frame. And here would be her pants, which are kind of like shorts, kind of like skulls with one of those belts. And again, that's why I have the clothing book, because I want to learn how to draw clothing well. A lot of this is just kind of lackluster for now, but it will have to do. No, I'm thinking 3/4 again. I should not think 3/4. I should think more that they're just facing each other rather than 3/4. There we go. And then the pupils or the eyes. I think you call it pupils? The sclera? The whatever. This standard anime eye. Sure. Let's go with that, eh? Back to Saki. Maybe a bit more on Roti. Maybe a bit more of a dynamic Ahoge. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think that's almost about fine. I can maybe erase this one a bit. Ahoga should be thicker though. Well, in later games she only really has the Ahoge in Pirate's Curse and in the other one, the other sort of SNES looking game. Risky's Revenge, yeah. That one. There we go. I think that's about right. That's, yeah, like this, yeah. Like that, that's enough Roti for now. Let's try to go back to Saki a bit. Let's try to look at her clothing. She's wearing a sort of jacket with a long sukuban skirt. So let's just do the skirt first. Let's give a bit of volume here for the leg potential. Okay, now she wouldn't, since she is in those clothes, she wouldn't really have the boob be visible. So that will get covered up, unfortunately, but hey, whatever. I'll try my best to depict this blazer accurately. Well, not blazer, the jacket. The jacket, yeah. Saki is not as thin as Roddy Tops, but I imagine she would be a bit more built because she's a bit of a biker and all, so she would be like not skipping out on gym and all that stuff. Alright, now her sleeves are a bit more puffy. It's probably a lot with the art style. The sleeves end about here, ending in one of those tubes from like Seifuku's. They end about during the arms, the elbows though. And then that's a little distinction here. There we go, there we go. Now let's add one of those here. Those lines here complete the sort of jacket that she has. There we go. This one would be more like this. Yeah. Um, Again, taking a lot of artistic liberties here, but whatever. There's some small sort of other hands on there. Okay, I think I'm almost about done here. Again, maybe it looks like trash, but better than nothing for sure. So I'll try to color them in, I guess. Well, not color them in. Give them sort of lines. I'll give them lines. Yeah, I'll give them some lines. Oh god, no, stupid thing, stupid camera. It's acting all weird when the other one camera is blocking my face. Ah, blah. Come on. Look at this. Okay, yes. Alright, now we're good. I'll try to maybe zoom a little bit out. Okay. Um, yeah, okay. Good, I'll try to make a bit thicker lines here. Although I do want a little bit of a water break. I'll be back soon. I am back. Let's continue with the art. Alright, let's see here. Let's just let's just like thicken the lines and all. Because that's pretty much it that we need to do. And let's start with the eyes. And then the hair and whatever. There we go. There we go. There we go. I do think maybe this part is always something where you can relax a bit more with, because you don't have to like look directly at it, you can look at it from an angle. Now this is all fabric, so should all be kind of feeling fabricy. Since this is closer, we'll get a larger line, I feel. Fucking hands again. Okay. Oh, that's not. Okay, that's the other arm. Whatever. There we go. Okay. Now let's do the jacket. Now that we got the whole like shirt, let's do the jacket too. Issue. There we go. Then the whole like the whole puffy sleeves. Yes. Maybe a bit too puffy. There we go, there we go. Now just this tube thing. Alright, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. So far so good, so far so good. Oh, it's fine. It's maybe a little above there, so there we go, that's a bit better. Now for the skirt, yeah. I really do need to get better at drawing clothing though. and arms, and like every fundamental. Now the other part of her hair. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, I'm almost done with Saki, I think. Maybe a bit of an extra outline, because that always looks nice. Oh, that's a bit too sharp nose. I think that's always a nice effect to have a little extra outline on the character. And this was the other sort of arm thing. Yeah. Go, that's all fabric, so that will stretch. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good sake right there. Maybe a little extra eye, like a micro eye. Like a very small eye. There you go. Okay, now we do roti. Yeah. Now we do roti tops. Okay. Need to sharpen my pencil a bit again. Alright, now she does have a... I feel like she would have a sharper nose. A bit of a smile too. Maybe like this. And then more around the chin, I guess. And then the eyes, of course. The other eye too. And then the hair, one of the most important parts. And the... I don't know about this chin, it's kinda shit. Like that, it's a better chin, I feel. Maybe like this. And then like this, and then like this, and then like this. Oh, are they Euro C? No. No. Hold on. Need to grab my keyboard. Come on. Come on. Yeah, my keyboard's a bit weird sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't. There you go. Sometimes it just doesn't work for some reason. It's really strange. Alright, let's continue with Roti. I do think the sort of the headband is important to have highlighted over her head. So let's keep that in mind. And sort of these ones too. Just a little skull. There we go. That looks like Roti, alright. There we go. Bit of the arm. There we go. Oh, I should probably remove a bit of the clutter. I'll do that later though. But I should definitely not forget to do it. How long have I been going on anyway? About an hour, that's fine I guess. Including the intro and all. I do think the intro was pretty long. At least in my opinion. There we go, there we go. I might not actually end it after the after this. I want to do another one. I'll try to do as many as I can. As many as I'm in the mood for. Yeah, let's try and finish this quest at least. Now Roddy usually has this thing on her arm, these stitches, so I'm not gonna forget that, obviously. There we go, and there we go, there we go. That looks like Roddy tops, I think. Here we go, and a little bit of shading, a little bit of like highlighting, I mean. There we go. Yeah, that's these two characters. I might add a bit of shading just real quick. Just some simple basic shading. Oh, and then like remove the the guidelines and all. Belt. There we go. Now for shading. A little like little effect there. There we go. 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 Let's add a little thing here too. There you go. Oh hey Kara, I hope your day is going well. I'm just trying to do a stream of drawing. I know it's probably kind of crap, especially this hand here, it's just not good, but I'm trying to do my best to get this one looking decent. What do you think so far? How does it look? How does this look? I think it's almost about done, by the way. Like maybe just some more details, like the hair. Maybe some more fabric stretch. There we go. And maybe a bit more shading too. I definitely want some shading for sure. Looks good. Alright, good to know. I'll keep that in mind then. There, yeah, I think we're about done now. I think that's about done. That's zombie done. Alright, great. That is that little bit of the quest done and over with. Let me just put some protective paper in between there so it doesn't get. Yeah, I'll upload it later to Twitter and both Twitter and my server. So okay, let's update the quest progress for a bit. Quest progress. Now we got 12 out of 30. Great. Now let's see what's next up on the challenge. Insect Girl. Alright, Insect Girl is up next. I'm not going to do that one right now though, but I am thinking Gokicha. Some Gokicha fan art would be nice. Alright, so next up, oh, yeah, that could be cute. Oh, I forgot this font is really dumb. Where like the L looks like this really ugly thing. So gotta have like a capital I instead of the L to make it more readable. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's about it for Monster Girl Challenge for today at least. Yay, I'm glad that I did that. How far did we do it? Maybe I've done, oh, no, I've done about an hour. That's really short in streaming time. Let's try at least 3-ish hours. I think maybe 3 hours. Let's try to shoot for 3 hours, but yeah. Um, I also wanted to do this other exercise for sort of an action pose over here. It will have to be a male, unfortunately, which kind of sucked to draw. But like, yeah, over here, this pose right here. I wanted to finish that. And then maybe I can go a bit over the pose ref, cloves ref book. Yeah. This, okay, so like, I want to get the pose ref book quest line finished too. So I need to draw this guy over here. Oh, sorry. This guy over here as an exercise. And I did step 1, so yeah, let's go through that. The upper body leans diagonally in order to unleash the straight kick. Fill out the body while paying attention to the position of the leg and how the perspective affects the face. Beware of the perspective and the twist in the body since the left leg is placed on a well level. The upper body is tilted diagonally since the upper body is tilted. Yeah. A bunch of info on it. So like I did step 1. Now I guess I do have to do step 2 of this. So, okay. Let me just put the thing in a position where I can look at it. It is still a bit awkward and all. But like, yeah. Okay, now the camera is blocking it, great. Oh, don't want the camera blocking it. There we go. I guess now my model's blocked, but whatever. I could just put it in the other one for now. Well, I want to keep it there, but I guess I can like fold it. Yeah, there we go, or not. That does exert a lot of pressure. Okay, let's. How do we go about this? How do we go about this? Like this? Here we go. Now let's keep the model a bit over here, I guess, and then we can put these stream uh, comments to the left. I think that will look fine. I think so. Okay, let's see here. This is all still really awkward for me. But yeah. I'll try to draw the second phase of it. So I will have to erase a bit of this. Okay, now let's see here. This guy's head. I'm gonna go over it pretty quickly. If I can do that, of course. Let's get this muscle fiber here. And then this one over here, and then this one over here. And kaboom, kaboom. How was your day, by the way? Or what are your plans? You have any plans? Like either for the day or for the week? Like how are you doing? I don't know, I'm just trying to kind of make some conversation. Just drawing can get kind of. Just drawing exercises can get kind of boring sometimes. Since you can see the upper arm, chest and abdomen show the muscles bulging, it says. Since you can see the side of the body, increase the thickness of the back and check its muscles. Alright, I'll try. But it's not very interesting. I think I'm still lacking a lot of anatomical knowledge for sure. But I can try. It's 3 a.m. for me right now. So I'm not doing anything else today. Well, did you do anything else today? Like, if you're not doing anything else, did you do anything else? Or like, what are your plans for tomorrow or whatever? Like, what are you doing slash have you been doing is what I mean. God, this arm looks like dog shit. This hand looks like dog shit. The arm looks fine, a bit weak, but whatever. Okay. Let's try here. Be aware of the depth of the leg when drawing the leg muscles, no indentations to show the separation between the hips, knees, and thighs and knees. Okay. Try. Been cleaning the house most day. Ah, maid work. Good to do. That's always good to clean the house and all. Alright, so now we have this stuff over here, and then this stuff over here. And then this thing over here. I think it's just kind of um, it's kind of hard because I'm just starting. Since the entire weight is supported by the right foot, draw the calf muscles with significant bulge. Okay. I hope that's significant enough. But like, yeah. Okay, that's about it for this part. Phase. Give the body solidity with firmness, making the back end thicker. Draw the core and arm muscles with a similar sense of strength. I think I did that. I think so. I'm not very good at like drawing musculature. I would do want to get better at that too, but like whatever. We'll get there later. Just get through this. Let's just get through this one first. Okay, let me just. Whoop. That's phase 2 out of 4. Let's try to get the rest. Uh, Stage 3 rough draft, sketching the body while thinking about which body parts show through the tight fitting shirt. Think about the character's personality and give him a haircut that fit, match it. Since the shirt is tight fit, there's no gap between it and the body. The visible eye is partially visible past the nose, making his line side facing towards where he's kicking. There's a gap between his knee and his clothes. So add some wrinkles to show that. Draw the toes of his left foot fanning out in a shape. The ankles, draw the little thickness from the sole of the shoes. Okay. I'll try, but it's kind of boring. I didn't like drawing male characters. Oh, that's the B. I don't want to use B. Let's just try to like rush through this, I guess. Yeah. A lot of it might also just look crap because I've been like trying. I've not really been practicing as much. It might get better over time. I hope. If it does not get better over time, then yeah, too bad, I guess. There you go. That's the fucking guy's thing. Blah 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 blah. Muscle in a chair. Blah 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 blah. So boring. So boring. We did that part, we did this part, let's do this part too. This part. And then the whole like clothing basis. Um next page is unfortunately another male. But the page after that is female, so at least we have that one to look forward to. Okay. Again, these are mainly quests to finish, though, so it's more about just doing the grind rather than anything else. It's keeping up the grind, so to speak. I guess I could talk about anime that I've been watching. Well, I've been watching some Handyman Saito and some Cannon Busters. Now, Handyman Saito is kind of a Handyman Saito in another world is kind of what you expect it to be. It is an isekai about a mechanic that kind of fixes things in said other world. And it might just kind of sound boring based off of that alone, but one of the nice things that it has is it has a lady knight, a night lady, in full armor, right? That is very rare to see in anime. Usually it's either bikini armor or it is just kind of dress armor, skirt armor, or sort of half armor. But no, here they pull no fucking punches. They put her straight up in full armor, and I can respect that. That is very cool of them. That I always love like seeing more. Always love seeing more variety in sort of armor designs, especially on like female characters. So that's good. Um, and like yeah, believe it or not, they do still have a bit of a romance plot with her too. Like she's not just all serious as you kind of would expect of Lady Knight in full armor, which is also kind of nice, that she's not just serious, but there's also a bit of a romance subplot into it. Because it's usually one way or the other. You either get a Lady Knight with romance subplot or ecchi subplot or whatever, but it's in bikini armor or sort of non-true armor in some sort of fashion. In bikini armor or skirt armor in some sort of fashion. Or you get full Lady Knight armor, but she's completely like serious and there's nothing really fun about it. So like two prime examples being sort of Konosuba on the first one, and then uh, like Claymore on the other side of the spectrum. So it's nice to see something that has both of these things, that has both sort of the full armor Lady Knight trope, but also like the full armor Lady Knight design, but also does not does have a bit of a romance subplot with her. That is cute. And other than that, the party that he's in is also has some cute characters. One of the main ones characters is a sort of old geezer, and the other one is a fairy girl. And I always love fairy girls in anime as well. They're very cute little Ona holes. But the geezer is kind of a surprise because you don't see that usually in sort of anime or comedy anime usually. But it's nice. It's a nice change of pace actually. Sort of a bit more variety. So it's one that I would recommend in terms of isekai. It's kind of as an isekai, it's kind of it's nice to have this character variety, even though as an isekai it's not all that unique. Um, I'll look at your message. Don't worry. I'm sorry for going a bit off a tangent. I just need to kind of get that off my chest. A friend of mine wants me to watch Dan Da Dan. Dan Da Dan is I have been watching Dan Da Dan as well. Um, that one's also good. Although I particularly like the monster designs the most, it's definitely a bit more shonen than I usually watch. I'm not I'm not very much into shonen. I much prefer slice of life, but then the then it's good. It has some good designs, good monster designs, and the romance is cute. And of course, Santa Dodoria, she a baddie. she a, she a fucking baddie, but yeah, she a gilf, so to speak. But like, yeah, it's decent, but it's not something that's like super amazing. If that makes sense, like I think it's primarily the monster designs that stand out, and a bit of the rom-com aspect. But what I really want is, I wish they would have more alien episodes. There's already five, not to spoil anything or anything, but there's 5 episodes, and most of them have been about the yokai side of things. And the thing about this anime is that it's like half yokai, it's half aliens, and I would like to see a bit more of the alien side of it. So that's my thoughts on damn Daniel. All right, so now that I'm done with this part of the drawing, let's continue on to the next part. But like another problem with it, and this is more of my of less of a problem with Dan the Dan the show and more of a problem with myself, is that I started watching it this season as it's still airing. And I usually like just binging anime so I can get through arcs all at once. I don't like having to wait a whole week just to get a continuation of the same arc that I've been waiting for for weeks now. I think that's kind of boring. I think that's super boring to like just blow your load on like 20 minutes and then have nothing else, and it leaves a bit of a desire for more, which I guess is why a lot of people do it, because it gets you like invested more. But when I get the desire for more, I just want to quench it. I want to see how it ends. I want to see how this arc goes, right? So I should have really just waited until it's finished airing and then watch it, because that's what I usually do for shows. Um, that is how I did it for a large majority of shows that I have been watching, that I watch. I usually just start off with one episode, then binge through, then maybe like do a little bit of irregular between 10 and 3, 10 and 5, and then by the point of like episode 7, I then just binge the shit out of it just to be done with it, you know? And this goes whether it's like a episodic comedy anime or a serious sort of action anime or anything else. Usually I just the last 5 episodes I want to bam do them all at once, just so I can kind of both be done with it and have a nice impression out of it. So yeah. Um but yeah, let's try to continue with this last part. Phase 4, I guess. Alright, it says you can bring out the character's dimension by shining light on the chest, left arm, and kicking foot. Draw thin lines along the muscles of the arms and neck to giving them a strong and luscious look. Okay, fine. It's kind of boring. I don't like drawing male characters. Alright. So like yeah, Handyman Saito, Dan Schwarz's Marken. I've been talking about that one in the Signalis stream. It's also an East German themed one, just like Signalis. East German themed piece of media with like the Stasi and everything. Like goddamn, putting that in a mecha anime is like okay. That's like well, it's not. It's more like oh damn, goddamn, they really go through with this. But I like that. I like it when they are just unapologetic about what to include history wise. You know, like that is one of the cool things about anime in general, that they have a lot of no filters, so to speak. They have no filter, so you just get pure sort of imagination from usually the mangaka or the light novel or sometimes the anime director. So it's good stuff. But like yeah, I've been watching Schwartz's Marken, so to speak. Yeah, I think it was called that. What else? Oh, After School Dice Club. That one's fun too. It's kind of this show about like, well, guess what it is about. You can guess what it is about from the title alone, but just in case you are really struggling to think what it is about, it's about playing board games, sort of European style board games, German board games, One of those like after school club comedy anime with a bit of educational side to it too. But it's fun. I like it. I like that there are these more niche hobby anime out there nowadays. Because then, like, if you want to get into a hobby, it serves as a good sort of introductory point for it, or as a like, or if you're like somewhat interested in a hobby but never really wanted to, never really thought about doing it, you can get some info from it and also be entertained while watching it. Okay, this leg is looking like absolute dog shit, but whatever. I just want to get it over with. But like, yeah, I really like those sorts of shows, the ones that just focus on 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 hobbies. I really love slice of lives in general. That's no secret, right? That is no secret to me. But yeah, in terms of comparing it to other slice of lives, it's good. One character in it is actually extremely similar to Akil, both in appearance and in character. So I definitely like am watching it a bit for that as well. It's because it's really fun to see like an Akil like character, one that is almost exactly like her, but not a dumb, and also no wings, of course. Yeah, I think like those are the main things about it. But other than that, very much like Akio. Well, the not the Tom, that's not confirmed. You don't know that, but definitely no wings. But like, yeah, she's a lot like Akio, even if it's not confirmed that she's a Dom or not, and she has no wings. Like, goddamn, like the glasses, the hairstyle, the way she's like very rule bound. Well, I guess that's kind of like, let's call it character convergence. If characters are similar in execution, if characters are similar in idea, I think they will then be similar in execution to some degree, because there's some sort of um, there's some cultural traits that are kind of universal to showing off these traits. So I think it's more like a case of convergence rather than like it's not ripping off at all. No one knows about Akiel, and I know Akiel just came before I ever knew about this show, so neither is ripping it off. It's just that they both converge at the same point, at the same sort of character design and the same character, this based off that personality. So that's neat to have, and I think it's good to have for a bit for inspiration as well. I do think ultimately they are still different characters, though I'm not gonna try to make Akio just like her. They do have enough to separate them apart. By making the fingertips stiff, you can express the force of if king. Okay. Look like a Bruce Lee guy. Hmm. Speaking of which, I haven't really seen many martial arts movies, but I would prefer watching martial arts movies over action anime. I am not sorry for that. I am just gonna be real with you. I prefer action in live action over action in anime. Usually. Usually. Not always, though. Not always. Akiba Maid War is fucking amazing, for example. And that's an action anime, but it's also a lot of elements of moe and a lot of like gritty crime stuff and a lot of like dark comedy. Like that is definitely like not an a typical anime. That is definitely not your typical anime, but like definitely like in terms of typical stuff, I would prefer live action over animated action, just because it's more fun to see real stuff blow up and real stuff get knocked down, real people have fights, than it is to see that be done in drawing. Even though it's probably easier to do so in drawing, and there's a lot more creativity that you can have in drawing, I think it's just more fun to see stuff just get, this, to see it all happen in like a realistic sort of fashion. But I hate the whole. I still hate the live action anime adaptations that they are making recently. I still hate that. There's just nothing interesting. I think it's just kind of going again. You have the worst of both mediums. You get the kind of unrealism from animation, sort of like unrealistic choreography of animation, on top of kind of the boringness of character, the kind of boring character designs of live action. You get that when you have like trying to adapt anime into live action, and just does not work. It has the worst of both. So yeah, like that's what I think of those. And this guy needs to get a bit more buff, I guess. I just don't care though. Let's get this stuff over with. Yeah, I just don't give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. And that's not to say that animation can't be good in action. It's just that I just prefer it in live action. Lol, Die Hard, classic movie. Aliens, classic movie. Mad Max Fury Road, classic movie. I would still prefer those action wise over Dan the Dan. However, monster design wise, Dan the Dan knocks those out of the park, and sort of like, well, I guess not just Dan the Dan, but like other shows sometimes. But like, okay, like monster design wise, I know I'm comparing apples to oranges here, but monster design wise, Dan the Dan knocks those out of the park. And also, the rom-com plot that is also more appealing to see in anime rather than live action. But like Mad Max, Aliens, Die Hard, whatever, James Bond, Bruce Lee, I, w- I would prefer all of those over over Dragon Ball or Fist of the North Star or whatever the fuck shonen anime is popular nowadays. I am just not into shonens. Not into shonen action, that is. Shonen comedies can be fun though. It's more of a demographic than a genre, but usually when people talk shonen, they do mean action. But yes, technically stuff like Komi-san can also be considered shonen, I know. But I do enjoy stuff like Komi-san a bit more. Alright, this guy. Let's give him a gruffy haircut. But like, yeah, in monster designs they do excel though, anime. And then of course rom-com stuff and in comedy stuff, and especially in Iyashike, like goddamn, that's not even a genre in like live action, just feel good stuff. That is not even a genre in live action yet. But even then, I do feel like anime would just be like knock it out of the water each time. or most of the time anyway. But I do love me some Yashike. Yashike, just in case you don't know, it's like feel good sort of slice of life moments. Sort of, it's Japanese for healing, but I do, which is Yashike is one of my favorite fucking genres of all time. Just the chillness of it. It's great. Not every slice of life is Yashike though. Not every. Most Yashikes are slice of life, but some are not. Some can be adventures, but they're usually just kind of chill things. They're not action or oh, definitely not horror. No. Let's try to shade him just so we're done with it. It sucks. Action, like they're not action, and they're not like horror stuff. No. But like, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a single attempt at sort of feel good in live action, either from Japan or from Hollywood. Well, there are feel good movies, but they're still different. They're not they're not as pure. So in that regard, like anime, just yeah, it definitely knocks it out of the water. There's no fucking competition whatsoever. In a lot of genres, anime is better, but in action, um, no. In action, it really depends. But usually, live action does win over for me. So that's kind of why I don't like drawing this shit. Drawing these sort of male character poses. Because they're just not interesting. They're not interesting to me. But I gotta get through it. I gotta get through it to get through the quest. Maybe I could try it as like female characters. Those do interest me. Female character action poses. Those can be fun. Definitely. But yeah, it is male in the book, so I'm just trying to do the book version. I'm almost done, thank goodness. This one just sucks. Okay. Sort of this. Thrillers are really great in both mediums, in both anime and in live action, though. Yes. A lot of them, some genres they can both excel at. Horror, I think, like horror. It's not that anime can't be good at horror, it's just that it doesn't try it so much, unfortunately. I would really love to see more anime horror. Mieruko-chan did it excellently. Just absolutely phenomenal. So would love to see that more, but it just seems very rare. Live action horror is by contrast much more common. It's a whole genre in the West, and it's definitely very common in the West, and even in Japan, you have a lot of live action horror stuff. They're definitely going more into comedies, but that doesn't matter. Oh, horror is horror, even if there's a bit of comedy into it too. But those are fun too, just J horror and J gore. J gore is what I call like really crazy ass movies. Really crazy Japanese horror movies like Dead Ball or Tokyo Gore Police or a Robo Geisha, Zombie S. Yeah, Not exactly high art, but hey, they can be fun. Alright, now we did about this guy. I'm finished with this guy. Now it looks a bit trash, especially compared to what the reference image is. Reference image is this over here. It's this thing over here. That's the reference image. And then compare that side to side by the sort of. Then this is the drawing, the exercise itself. But hey, it's maybe it's crap, but at least it's done. That's what it's all about, right? It's all about like clearing these quests, clearing these so-called quests, and kind of doing the grind. I don't think I will upload this, but I guess if someone asks for it, I will. I think it's just kind of crap, but whatever. Um, but yes, that is one part of the quest done. Yay! Some fucking progress in the land of DAMC. Alright, let's upgrade that too. Pause ref book, quest info. Next step is climbing male. And then the quest progress. Let's say 84 out of 81. 64 out of 81, not 84. Oh, right, the stupid font. I really should make my own font. If it's like this annoying. Climbing. There we go. Yeah, I should edit this font. But I do like the font at least. Otherwise, it's nice. It's called Stencil 8-bit. I think I got it from that font. I usually do. So yeah, let me check up how long I've been going on for now. How long have I been going at this? 2 hours, roughly. I did say I was gonna do 3 hours, so yeah. Um. Huh. I guess I could do some grinding more on the pose book or the Monster Girl challenge, or I could do more clove references. Let's see here. Let me just check out the cloth refs book real quick. Let's see what is in there at first. But would I recommend Dan? I would recommend that you wait until it finishes airing and then binge it. Because this is a show where they just kind of go over only part of an arc at once and then like don't go over the rest of it. And then they build up to these stupid cliffhangers. And then you definitely wanna like binge it. Because if it ends on a cliffhanger, you don't wanna wait a week for it. Yeah, but again, I think like this just applies to the present. People watching in the future, yeah, sure, watch Dan, sure, it's fine. And even someone like me who isn't that much into shonen, I can appreciate the creature designs, and I can appreciate the rom-com aspects of it. So yeah, that's good. Um, Alright, so this is the clothing book. Um, let's try to go over chapter 1, I guess. How fabric moves. Okay, let's first go over how to use this book. In this book, we illustrate how to draw manga closer to important details, wrinkles, and shadows. You also find many tips and tricks to better understand how fabric moves and the subtle details. You can make it more realistic. Photographs and shared side by side with line drawings to break down exactly where to add. Oh, that's useful. Plus, there are samples you can follow step by step before getting to your own drawings. You started with clothes. In chapter 1, you learn the basics about fabrics. Drape, wrinkles, and shadows. It's the foundation necessary. The foundation information if you need to successfully draw among the clothes. For photography, the illustration, chapter 2, you'll find dozens of example clothing pieces shown in tips how to refine your drawing to make it more believable. And 3, before adding wrinkles and shadows to your own illustrations, practice the techniques you've learned on samples provided step by step. Okay, so I'm not gonna go over each one like that, but I do kind of wanna show what the book is like. Okay, let me just I'll turn it off. I'll turn off the well, not the whole stream, just the cam, the art cam for now. Let's give it a bit of a break. All right, and let's then just read out loud some of the pages here. Okay, so you have contact points, you have faced areas, you have direction of force, you have direction of wrinkle, you have pulled wrinkles, and you have flow of fabric. Damn. Um, what? Let's just show a bit more of it. Don't know how this is copyright wise, but I do kind of. I'll try to stay careful with it. I think it might be fine, right? This is transformative use of it. It's more logging my own sort of development rather than reading it out loud. But like yeah, it looks like this. You have contact points, you have forced areas, direction of force, direction of wrinkles, pulled wrinkles, flow of fabric. And here you have how to draw different garments. So wrinkles explained are here. Additional information on how movement will impact the garment shown. Following the step-by-step process of adding wrinkles and shadows. And see sample photo is referenced to create an illustration. Oh, and trace the example shown. Then add wrinkles and shadow. Oh, so it's like interactive. I see. Okay. All right. Let's see how fabric moves. There are many. There are many move. There blah blah blah. Um, To draw clothing, it's important to learn how the human body pulls on fabric and causes the fold, gather, and wrinkle. Adding these elements to your drawings will create realistic movement and interest. Here we introduce different types of folds and wrinkles. Alright, so let me just, there you go. Types of wrinkling. There are many ways that the cloth can move when the body moves, but when the body under it moves. But there are three major types of wrinkles and folds for most clothing. Folds that appear when pulling at contact points. Gathering that appears when there's tension in an area, and wrinkles that appear to gravity pulling down. So, um, tension, gravity, and pulling, I guess. Yeah, okay, so tension, gravity, pulling. Okay. Okay, pulled wrinkles, gathered wrinkles, and gravity wrinkles. Alright, I'll call them pulled, gathered, and gravity. Okay, so pulled wrinkles. Wrinkles that appear between two contact points when the fabric is pulled. So it's like, it's more straight. It's kind of a straight line, like, your typical wrinkle looking appearance would be a pulled wrinkle. Um, well, your typical like straight line wrinkle, I mean. Gathered wrinkles, wrinkles that appear when the body bends and forces the fabric to bunch up, such as joints around knees or elbows. Oh, okay, so. Ah, okay, okay, so, like, yeah. I see, I see. So, like, yeah. And then gravity wrinkles, wrinkles that are caused by gravity pulling down on the fabric from a contact point. I see now. And then messy wrinkles. Tension and gravity aren't the only way wrinkles are formed on fabric. Keeping fabric the same wrinkled position for a long period of time, such as sleeping in clothing or keeping it bunched on the floor, will increase the fabric until that fabric is washed or ironed. Those messy wrinkles won't just go away. Just won't go away. Alright. So like, okay, let me show a bit of how it looks again. Just because I think it's good to have this sort of visual. So gravity wrinkles are like this, where it goes down. Here you have contact points, here you have gathered, here you have pulled wrinkles. So gravity wrinkles would be stuff that really is just because things go down. You know, like skirts and all. Skirts and the end of skirts, the ends of t-shirts, the end of pants, and that sort of stuff. And then gathered wrinkles are when you move your body, or when you like when like the fabric really like has to gather together in one place. And then pulled wrinkles are the classic sort of stretching sort of wrinkles. And then like, yeah, gathering is, I guess, at points where sort of like joints, adds joint points such as the elbows, the heels, the knees, I guess the neck, if you must insist on it. Hold on. There we go. Um, yeah. So like, yeah, I guess I kind of understand how that works. Or to draw wrinkles and folds. As you start to recognize where wrinkles and folds are happening on clothing, you'll find some are easier to identify than others. Here you'll see basic wrinkles where they are happening and why before considering those that are harder to spot. Okay, so now that you know the various type of wrinkles, let's think about it and where you see the wrinkles when you wear clothing and what's causing them. So, okay. Contact points like shoulders will cause wrinkles. The force acting on fabric between the body and arm will create folds. More than two contact points will create pulled wrinkles. I guess a contact point is where it touches your skin. Yeah, I see. The force acting. No wait. Gravity will pull fabric at contact point to cause wrinkles. Some areas will have many wrinkles caused by the fabric pooling. I see. I see. Okay. Gathered wrinkles appear when the arm is close to the body. I see. Wrinkles tend to appear in areas where there is excess fabric. Soft and drapey fabric will bunch and wrinkle more than stiff fabric. I see. So soft fabric will wrinkle more than stiff fabric. Okay, okay. I see. So like leather that the dom wears, that the dummy wears would be very, very stretchy, very unwrinkly, while sort of puffy sleeves and all, those would be very wrinkly. I see. Sort of like dresses, those will be wrinkly. Yeah. I see. Okay, so side view. V-shaped wrinkles appear in the small, the back when the body curves in. Bold wrinkles happen at the hip and thigh. Makes sense. Or in the breast, of course. But like, yeah, V-shaped wrinkles appear when the small of the back when the body curves in. Bold wrinkles happen at the hip and thigh. Front of the D at the back of the D are different heights. Ah, so you can see the diagonal wrinkles. Ah, I see. I see now. On the thigh to the leg, there's an S shape. So, oh no, accidentally spit on the thing. Spat on the book. I shouldn't have done that. Alright, it looks alright. It's because I'm talking about it while I'm reading it. It makes me accidentally like spit out, I guess. Don't do that. Oh, minor derailing point slash pet peeve. You know what is really fucking disgusting? You know what's fucking bullshit? When people like they put like a bit of spit on their finger and then they turn a page. That is so fucking disgusting. Like, please stop doing that. That is so disgusting. That is such a huge pet peeve of mine. Please don't do that. Like, it's so gross. No one wants to see your spit on a book. Like, don't. Please stop doing that. Please just don't. Okay? It's really gross. It's a really gross habit to have. Okay. Okay, so V-shaped wrinkles appear at the small of the back when the body curves in. Pulled wrinkles happen at the hip and thigh. The front of the knee and back are in different heights. From the thigh down to the leg, there is a S-shape central line with pulled wrinkles. You'll see gathered wrinkles around the joint area. Okay, I see, I see. Gravity wrinkles occur around the foot. Makes sense. From the hip bone to the crotch, there are pulled wrinkles. Also makes sense. Okay, how long is this anyway? It's one chapter. Ah, okay. So, okay, just 2 more pages, and I guess then I'm a bit through it. A bit more through it. Complex wrinkles. I just understand the areas that wrinkles show up easily. Look at areas where the more complex wrinkles and folds happen. Bending edge joints. When you draw wrinkles, it's easier to start with joints such as elbows and knees. Bending causes more pulled wrinkles than when the legs or arms are straight. I see. We'll also see pulled wrinkles on the hip joints and the underarm areas. Okay, so pulled wrinkles are caused by tension between two contact points. You can find similar wrinkles caused by single contact points in gravity when excess fabric hangs off a body part. Uh-huh. I, I need a little bit of a break. I need a bit of a break. It's getting a bit much. I need to grab some tea. Whew. It's getting a lot. God damn, this is hard to do. It's hard to stream, but I hope it's working. I hope it will work. Let me just grab some tea. Okay, I am back. I had some iced tea. Um, I think I'll continue with the reading of the how to draw clothing for manga though. Let's just continue that, but I won't turn on the camera yet though. Well, maybe a little bit, but like, okay. Let me just read it. Oh, I saw a good page. I saw a good page. I saw a good page. There it is. 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 Moi, moi, cute. Ah, so cute. So cute, so cute. Ah, I'm sucker for maids. I love maids. Ah, I love it. Love it. I'd love to use that pose for maid more. I'd love it. Really good stuff. But yeah, you could see the folds here, I guess. Yeah. I already gotta do some research about it though. Here you have a whole page on maid costumes. It's great. It's a bit later in the book, but it's something to look forward to. You have all these details, all these tips on it. It's great. I really want to get there. I really want to get there. I'll go read through some of the rest though. I think that would be useful. Bit more of the basics. Yeah, we were here. Okay, so like complex wrinkles. Yeah, okay. Um, Now that you understand the areas wrinkles show up easily, when you draw wrinkles, it's easier to start with joints. Pulled wrinkles, draping of the body. Okay, so pulled wrinkles are caused by tension between two contact points. You can find similar wrinkles caused by a single contact point and gravity when excess fabric hangs off a body part. So you can find similar wrinkles caused by a single contact point and gravity when excess fabric hangs off a body part. Okay. By focusing on the body line under the clothing, you will start to see spaces where the fabric doesn't touch the body. This is due to a contact point and gravity. And whether you want loose or tight clothing will impact the wrinkles and folds. So yeah, like this. Probably should center that. Well, it's fine. There's no fucking sex organs or whatever. It's educational, you know. But like, yeah, probably might do it though, just to be certain. That's kind of why I need to like turn this off. Oh, wrong thing to turn off. Turn the draw cam off when doing these things. Blood wrinkles are caused by, yeah. So basically, you gotta look at the body shape and gravity, and then you can find the similar wrinkles caused by a single contact point. Contact point is space. There's space between the body and the clothing when areas of the body stick out. Loose clothes will have bigger space, and tight clothes will have smaller space. That makes sense. Contact points and gravity. Gravity will significantly change the way a piece of fabric lays, but the number of contact points acting against gravity can have an even larger impact. Okay. Let's take a look at three different scenarios on one piece of fabric. One contact point, two contact points, and two different heights contact points. Each case gets different shaped wrinkles. So, one contact point from... Okay, let me turn on the cam for a bit. One contact point. From one contact point there are sharp, crisp gravity wrinkles. Two contact points. From two contact points there are pulled and gravity wrinkles. Three contact points when there are differences in the height and contact points. Wrinkles and folds will become more complex. Okay. Two different heights of contact points. Right, I see. So like breasts would be two contact points but at different heights. But two contact points, different heights would be, say, the elbow and the the arm, I guess. I don't know. But like, yeah, one contact point, sharp wrinkles. Two contact points, pulled and gravity wrinkles. Oh, they both pull towards one another and they also interact with gravity. Okay, got it. Unique wrinkle shapes. Along with common and complex wrinkle shapes, there are a variety of unique shapes that form when fabric bends and folds into itself. Here we'll explore those shapes and what causes them. How many pages are there anyway of chapter 1? A lot still. A lot, so I don't know if I can do them all at once. Probably not, definitely not. It took a bit longer than we expect. Yeah, we got onto page 40. So, and there are what? How many pages? This book? 135, so quite a bit. Okay, so these are the variety of unique shapes to form when fabric bends, folds onto itself. Fold wrinkles create folds in the fabric. Diamond shaped folds. Okay, so like folds are the typical thing that I've been using up until now. Yeah, diamond shaped folds. These wrinkles form on fitted clothing where contact points conflict. And the contact point at the underarms pulls at the elbow and at the back side of the arm to create a diamond shaped fold. Okay, it's kind of hard to understand still, but okay. When the wrinkles bending the joints, you will see both pulled and folded wrinkles together. Okay. Flipped up fabric. When wind blows, loose fabric moves with the wind. The wrinkles and folds of the fabric will follow in the breeze and flip up in a contoured S shape. Alright, alright. Damn, it's getting kind of long this stream, I feel. What, like, just 12 more minutes, I guess. Um, so draped wrinkles. Imagine fabric over floating ball at the top of the ball. You can see the shape, even though it is covered in fabric. You can see the shape of the bottom of the ball. Okay. The silhouette of the ball is hidden. This is called by drape and gravity. Now imagine if we tighten the cloth around the bottom of the ball. Tight fabric shows the bottom of the ball silhouette. The shape of the wrinkles can be changed depending on type and the article of clothing. Button wrinkles. Even buttons can cause wrinkles depending on the type of fabric and how it's getting pulled. The button wrinkles can change. Sagging wrinkles. Sagging wrinkles appear around the bottom of a garment due to near the hem and cuff area due to gravity and excess fabric. Okay. Tight-fitting clothing will not exhibit sagging. Tension wrinkles. Strong pulling or tension on fabric creates tight wrinkles. When there's little tension on fabric, you can see draped wrinkles due to gravity. Okay. Hold on. Strong pulling. Okay, so I see. So that's like when wearing pants and stuff. When there's little tension, you can see drape wrinkles, but when strong pulling or tension, you get tight wrinkles. Overlapping wrinkles. When you see fabric overlapped, you will get exaggerated sagging wrinkles. So, over here, we have this stuff. Stuff over here. tremendous stuff. Whew, this is hard. Um, I'm not gonna lie, this is very hard to take all in at once. How far are we? How many things do we have? How many chapters do we have? I mean, well, we did unique ring. We did how fabric moves. We had to draw wrinkles and folds and unique wrinkle shapes. Well, part of it at least, anyway. We have a few more pages of unique wrinkle shapes. And then we have understanding fabric textures. So I guess we could do a bit more of unique wrinkle shapes. Then maybe maybe a break. We are getting pretty close to the 3 hour mark, but it's also something that I have taken a pretty long tea break. So like yeah. Okay, so okay, gravity wrinkle shape. Gravity wrinkle shape. You can see these wrinkles move downwards as the fabric hold hangs off the body. So like this. Branch shape. Branch wrinkle shape. The shape is created when fabric is folded between two parts of the body, such as the arm and torso, or when extra fabric is tucked into a waistband or cuff. Y shape. Ah, now that one I am familiar with, kind of. Your wrinkle shape. When overlapping loose fabric, you will see Y wrinkles form. So here's the three of them. Wrinkle, stream shape, branch shape, Y shape. Pulling shape. Pulled wrinkle shape. This is a common wrinkle shape that appears when more than two contact points pull at the fabric. So it's like this. Like that. Damn, there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to take in. Then we have the diamond shape. Gathered and gravity wrinkle shapes. Diamond shape. Folds occur when the fabric is both gathered and affected by gravity. The clothing bunches up but is also pulled down, so over here. And then tuck shape when folds and wrinkles combine, some parts of the area fabric may tuck into another area, which produces the tuck shape. Okay, okay. We're not done yet though. Still have the wave shape and the alphabet shape. The wave shape, yay. This type of wrinkle shows up when the hem of a skirt is moved by wind. You will see this type of wrinkle on frills and ruffles. The alphabet shapes. These shapes mainly appear on leg and arm joints when fabric is being stretched and pulled. Okay. And then the X shape, and the X shape, Z shape, slash N shape, and then the V shape. This article of clothing is likely to have many different combinations of the alphabet shape wrinkles shown below. Okay, so here's the N shape, the X shape, the V shape. Yeah, I see. I see. Practice. Identify the wrinkles. Okay, let's say that is the final boss for today. Identify the wrinkles. You've learned a lot about the wrinkles. How many different types of wrinkles can you identify in the illustrations below? Alright, let's see. Let's try to find the wrinkles here. Boop. Um. Okay. Well, this is a fold, I think. Yeah. Um. This is a wave shape over here. These are. Hmm. This is one of those stream shapes. Yeah, I think that's. This is another fold. This is one of those. What's it called? Let me check. Okay, you have branch shape, Y shape, stream shape, pulling shape, tuck shape. There's no count. Um, okay, I think this is another stream shape. This is a tuck shape. I think might be this might actually no, this is not a this is a branch shape. Um, that over there. This is a branch shape. Um, these are tuck shapes. No, not tuck shapes. Not tuck shapes. No. Not diamond shapes. I'm guessing diamond shapes. Damn, this is harder than I thought. Um, stream shapes, tuck shapes. See if there's an X shape or V shape somewhere. Here's kind of a N shape, I think. X shape, yeah. Here's kind of an N shape. Here's a diamond shape, although being kind of interrupted, but here is a N shape, definitely. That's an N shape. Can we find any what did I forget? Branch shape and Y shape. An overlapping loose fabric. I think this would actually be considered a Y shape. Kind of. Or is this a Y shape? Maybe this. These are folds, that's for sure. These are tucks, that's for sure. This might be a Y. Yeah. Oh my god. I suck at this. I really gotta like do more research on this. Oh my god. Okay. How long have we been going? 3 hours? Okay. Well, that's at least good. Let's say that we just did that to the whole. Um, say that we did that chapter, that whole chapter. So that's what? How many chapters is that? One, two. I guess three chapters. Kind of. Three let's say 3 chapters. Let's say that's 3 chapters total. I did check up all the chapters here. Okay, hold on. Quest 3 progress. That is 3 out of 49. Yeah, I think that's about 3 out of 49, yes. What's up next? Understanding fabric textures. Okay. Next up, understanding fabric textures. Oh, that's the goes outside of it. Okay, but I think that about does it though. I'm kinda done. At least I'm very tired. I don't know if this worked well. Maybe it did. I did do both. I did do a bunch of each actually. I did do this one, and then this one, and then that one. I did all three. All three quests, so to speak. That's good to have. But I am getting very tired. Damn. 3 hours of studying. That is pretty exhausting. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn this off. Okay, yeah, that went decentish, I guess. Thank you for joining, Kara. Thank you anyone who is watching the VOD. I don't know how entertaining this will be. Probably not that entertaining, honestly, but I just still appreciate if you like it. But have a good day or night, and I might do this again if I if I find out it works. Uh, have a nice day.